Okay, so we're now on part 3. When Napoleon started to snore, Edgar gently lifted him out of the sidecar and grabbed his hat with his teeth and put the dog on the haystack. After he nabbed the umbrella and he slipped away, this time he had left his noisy motorcycle far down the road. He did not want to be chased again. Back in Paris, Relford was conducting through the investigation. He had spent the day and the whole night interrogating with all of his mouse friends in the neighborhood. Nobody had seen a thing. In the morning, he went to the stables to ask Frou-Frou the mare if she had noticed anything. "Well, yes, Relford, I did notice something strange," said the mare. The night before, Edgar had left on his motorcycle and came back without his sidecar. And last night he left again and came back with his sidecar. "Thank you, Frou-Frou. I've got a feeling Edgar is up to no good. Let me know if he goes out again," said the mouse. Oops, I almost forgot to show you guys the page, sorry. When Relford returned to the house, he was very surprised to see Duchess and the kittens had returned. They were saying goodbye to their friend when Edgar opened the door. The butler could not believe his eyes. How could they have made it back? The cats did not even notice his surprise because they were so happy to be home. But Edgar quickly thought of a way to get rid of them forever. "That's it. I will lock them up in a trunk and send them someplace far away," he thought. "This time they won't ever come back." He grabbed a sack and caught the cats before they reached Madame's salon. The cats meowed and wriggled in the bag, trying to get free. Relford heard them and saw Edgar taking them out of the house. "I knew he was up to no good," he said to himself. I must get help. I'll go get that cat that brought them here. What was his name? O'Malley, that's it." Relford was courageous. He knew that cats did not like mice, especially alley cats. But he had to help his friends. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm kind of sick right now, so sorry if I sound weird. He went after O'Malley, and when he caught up with him, he explained what he had seen. O'Malley was furious. He did not like the idea that Duchess and the kittens might get hurt. "Thanks, Relford. You're a brave mouse. I must rescue them before he hurts them. But we'll need to help. Go get my friend Scat Cat and his band and tell him to meet me at Madame Bonfamille's house. Quick!" And with that, O'Malley ran back to the house. Relford was a little nervous. Who was Scat Cat? Did he like mice? And sorry if this video is long too. When Relford found Scat Cat and his band, his heart was pounding furiously. How had distinguished Duchess and the kittens met these cats? If he hadn't explained why he had come, they might just take a bite out of him. Scat Cat picked him up by his tail, while the Siamese cat poked at him. You say O'Malley sent you here?" Scat Cat asked the terrified mouse. "Duchess and the kittens are in great danger," stammered Relford. "O'Malley needs you to help save them." Scat Cat immediately let the mouse go. "Sure, we'll help Duchess and her kittens. Show us the way," he ordered. They took off for Madame's house. Edgar had taken the cats to the stables. He plopped them in the trunk and congratulated himself on his quick thinking. "I'm scared," Marie cried. "I'm choking in here," whined Berlioz. And Toulouse Berlioz said nothing, but his heart thumped loudly. Duchess tried to calm them down just as Edgar closed the trunk. She heard Frou-Frou neighing. "We are in the stable," she realized. "Frou-Frou, help! Help!" she cried as the lid closed. Oh yeah, I should. Edgar was sticking on the label on the trunk. Frou-Frou caught his coat in her mouth. "Timbuktu," he read the label. Well, the mare was furious. She pulled and pulled on Edgar's coat while the angry butler struggled to get free. Frou-Frou wanted to kick him, but she couldn't get close enough. She held on to Edgar as long as she could, neighing for help. O'Malley heard her screams and ran into the stables just as Edgar's coat ripped free. "That silly mare," said Edgar. "She thinks she can stop me. I must get this trunk out in time for the pickup." He pushed it towards the door. Suddenly, O'Malley jumped on top of him, hissing and growling. Edgar fought back, but had no idea who or what he was fighting. And all that he knew was he was being scratched again and again. O'Malley fought hard. He would do anything for Duchess and the kittens. All of a sudden, Edgar was back on his feet. He grabbed a pitchfork and cornered O'Malley. "I have you now," said the butler hissed. With one swift jab, he pinned the tomcat to the wall. When Wilford tiptoed on the pitchfork's handle and whispered to the cat, "Scat Cat and his friends are coming." O'Malley's face lit up. Edgar was not going to get away now. The butler sighed, and he was not enjoying this. Everything was getting much too difficult. He straightened out his clothes and pushed the trunk, and the little door closed. 1, 2, 3, go," a voice said, and suddenly what Edgar thought was 100 cats jumped on him. They hissed and they bit and they scratched, they growled, and they pinned him down. Edgar could not move. Frou-Frou cheered them on. Wilford held his breath, and the Duchess and the kittens were saved. The little mouse ran to the trunk, and Scat Cat freed his friend O'Malley. He quickly opened the lock, and O'Malley leapt inside. The tomcat opened the bag and let Duchess, Toulouse, Berlioz, and Marie out. He was relieved to see that they were not hurt. The little kittens cried because they were so happy to see him. "Hey boys," interrupted Scat Cat, "our work isn't over. The gentleman here needs some attention." He pointed at Edgar, pinned to the ground by the other cats. "Why don't we lock him up in the trunk and send him away?" proposed Frou-Frou. "That way he'll never come back and bother us." Everybody thought that Frou-Frou's idea was excellent. Edgar would be sent to Timbuktu. They tied him up and lifted him up with the help of a pulley, and Frou-Frou swiftly kicked him into the trunk. And after they had locked it, they pushed the trunk outside to be hauled away by the moving company. "He'll love those blue skies and palm trees in Timbuktu," joked Scat Cat. When the movers arrived to pick up the trunk, "Bon voyage," teased the Siamese cat. Everybody laughed. They happily watched the movers check the label and carry Edgar away. Duchess and O'Malley said goodbye to Scat Cat and his band and thanked them for their help. They promised to come back to the attic for another jazz evening soon. Madame Bonfamille was very happy when she saw her cat. Tears and hugs and purrs and furry cuddles went out from everyone. Madame could see that Duchess was very fond of O'Malley. She asked him to stay. With a bit of grooming, O'Malley the alley cat became the Madame's fifth AristCat. She adopted him and added him to her will. When her 5 children posed for a photograph, what a handsome family they made. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm sorry this was like 3 parts long. This book was like really long, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I will see you in a movie review next.